Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today it's a bit of a story time video. Very random, kind of spur of the moment, but it was one of those things where I found the piece, I'm like, this would make for a good little story time video. A few of you may know the story and have seen the video on the Cosplay Chris channel when I did the fan mail unboxing, but there are quite a lot of you that don't know I have a main channel and have just found this channel, which is totally cool. But it also makes for a damn good story and just how cool people can be in life. Now, let's backtrack to 2019. In 2019, beginning of 2019, I did my Crow cosplay. So for the most part, it was heavily inspired by Brandon Lee's look in the 1994 film, The Crow. And with all the hoo-ha going on at the moment about Bill Skarsgård's reveal in the new Crow film that's going to be coming out in a couple of months, I thought it'd be fun to talk about this. You know, go back to the good old times of The Crow. Who knows, this Crow film may be the best thing since sliced bread, but I'm not holding my breath. But going back to 2019, I did my Crow cosplay. I've been wanting to do it for quite some time. It was a mix-up of Brandon Lee's Crow and my design, but also elements of the graphic novel, most notably the samurai sword on the back. Trying to be as faithful as I can, including the scar on the nose and also the bullet shell in my hair. And I took advantage of the fact that I had very long hair. That was the longest my hair had ever been. I just wanted to grow it out once in my life, cut it off. I still got the ponytail. I don't know what the hell to do with it, but I've still got it. And it was in 2019 when I cut my hair, but I thought I don't want a wig, I want to do my full hair, everything. Now, I was a little bit bigger because I had to keep size on for a cosplay that was actual paid work, and that was the character of Nomad with Ubisoft. I had to get so big for that. That was a lot of bacon and egg rolls in the morning and just training my absolute ass off. So I couldn't exactly slim down for the role of the Crow. I kind of had to keep that Nomad weight because, again, it was a paid gig and you want to look and do your best, especially when you're getting paid for the gig. So, and you know, I understand that Eric Draven is quite a leaner fella, but I was really happy with how that cosplay turned out. I had so much fun with it. I created this template face shell so I could do the makeup. The makeup, again, a mix of Brandon Lee's Crow makeup, but also Boss Logic. Now, if you guys don't know Boss Logic, he's an incredible digital artist, and he did a rendition of what Jason Momoa could look like as the Crow when Jason Momoa did that test footage. We also have Bradley Cooper, and there's concept art of Bradley Cooper out there when he was cast as the Crow. But Boss Logic did this incredible mock-up of Jason Momoa as the Crow, and I love the way the eyes look. And yes, it is very reminiscent of Sting, but didn't Sting get inspiration from the Crow? Either way, the cosplay was a total and utter success. Like, I had so much fun with it. That cosplay now resides with a friend of mine, Josh, who's in Melbourne, and that happens a lot. Sometimes I keep cosplays, you know, if they're easily packed down and you can store them properly. Other times I sell cosplays to fund the next one, or not just a cosplay, a project, because sometimes it's just not worth taking up space when you could get pocket money for it to put towards all the other projects and put it back in the kitty, you know, for building funds and materials and stuff like that. And on my main channel, I had fan mail unboxings. I used to have a PO box, and it was one of those things where it just kind of phased out. You know, I stopped getting stuff, and that happens. That totally happens. And I used to do my fan mail unboxing videos, and in February of 2020, I'm pretty sure the video is February of 2020, I do a fan mail unboxing, and I get a package from a friend of mine in the States who goes by the name on Instagram, Retro Ryan Cosplay. He does some incredible cosplays ranging from Batman right up until the Rocketeer, and his Rocketeer is one of the best I've ever seen in terms of just how accurate it is with the helmet, the jetpack, everything. Ryan was at a convention, and James O'Barr is a guest there. Ryan takes a photo, or gets a photo off the internet, I'm assuming it was my Instagram, of me as the Crow in my Crow makeup. There were a few. I'm trying to remember which one in particular he used, and he gave it to Mr. O'Barr. And obviously for a fee, it's a commission piece. Mr. O'Barr drew me as the Crow. And Ryan sent me the print, and this was my reaction back in 2020 upon receiving it. You were sketched by the creator himself. Enjoy, my friend. Keep inspiring always. Done. 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 What the hell? This was sketched by James O'Barr. Holy shit. Oh, Ryan, I don't know what to say, dude. Look, there's... Oh. This is crazy. I need a moment. There you go. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I found the print the other day at my parents' place. So when Chloe and I moved in, I put a lot of stuff, I wouldn't say in storage, like my dad had this closet space where we kept a lot of frame prints and stuff like that wouldn't get dusty. And, you know, mum and dad have some frame prints that they just keep there because they just haven't gotten around to hanging stuff up, and even though it's their house. And I kept the print there along with, like, I've got a Billy Zane Phantom autographed lobby card and stuff like that. Stuff I need to get here and frame up around here again when I get around to it. But here it is, framed up. And there you go. Yours truly, drawn by Mr. James O. Barr. And it's even got, where is it? His signature up in the corner there. 2019. So I actually do want to get this reframed. I actually do want to get some UV glass on the frame as well. Get a proper nice custom matte board, whether it be say like a black or a white and a black board together, just that nice combo. Maybe even like a gothic looking frame. This is just a placeholder frame, and it has been for the longest time, just to keep the piece safe. But it was such a treat and a delight from Ryan, and obviously I've left his Instagram down below. Please go check out his stuff. He does some incredible cosplays and just a top human being. And to be drawn by James O. Barr and to kind of get his blessing, because Ryan showed him the cosplay and, you know, he was impressed with it. I think that's so cool. I think James O. Barr's story of The Crow is one of tragedy, but some good coming out of a tragedy, if that makes sense. A lot of you obviously know that he created The Crow as his way of grieving when his girlfriend was unfortunately killed by a drunk driver, and he came up with The Crow, you know, that redemption arc, vengeance. And I think it's gone on obviously to have such a beautiful life, even though there were some films that aren't exactly the greatest. But obviously we're about to get Bill Skarsgård as The Crow, and again, despite the look, it could be the best thing since the 1994 film. But I think the 94 film stands on its own. Brandon Lee stands on his own as The Crow. It's just the perfect coming together of a cast and crew and a vision, with Alex Proyas the director. But going back to James O. Barr, just, this is such a treat. And it's one of those things where I didn't forget that I had it. Obviously, I have a lot of stuff in storage. I was at my parents' place today doing some Etsy order stuff, and I had to go storage-wise to find stuff, and I saw this. I'm like, oh my God, why haven't I brought this over just yet? So there you go, guys. That is the story time of when James O. Barr drew me as The Crow. Yeah, I really love it. I love all, you've also got the lines here where he's trying to marry up all the facial features and stuff like that. So really, really tickled pink. And yeah, it was just really cool of Ryan to do that. Again, with all the stuff going on with Bill Skarsgård as The Crow, I figured that'd just make for a fun little story time video. And it's going to be one of those things where if I come up with something where I want to talk about, I just do it. This is the channel for it, whereas obviously the Cosplay Chris channel, that's just purely for builds and stuff like that. Oh, I've got one more thing to show you. I found in storage. Stand by. So this actually got a little bit damaged, but it kind of looks the part. So in 2017, I went to Monsterpalooza with my friend Jen. Some of you guys saw Jen produced the filming locations Nightmare on Elm Street video I put up before this video. And I met Ricky Dean Logan, who played Carlos from Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, who gets his hearing aid cut off and the Q-tip jammed through his ear and the supersonic hearing aid put on. Anyway, Ricky, not only is a top bloke, just like, we were just chatting there for like an hour. I got a hug from him and everything. Great guy. He has these pamphlets that he signs, and it's the You're Fucked map from Freddy's Dead. And he signed it for me, which was really cool. And yeah, found this in storage along with the drawing that James O. Barr did of myself as The Crow. So I just wanted to show that off. It was just fun, a good little story. Once again, a massive thank you to Retro Ryan Cosplay, dude. I know it's been a couple of years, but it's very sweet of you, and I just love it. It's also a good talking point when people see that. They're like, oh, what's that? Like, I'm like, that's me. And they're like, oh, and I'm like, you know, The Crow? Like, yeah, the Brandon Lee. I'm like, yeah, the creator of The Crow drew me. And they're like, fuck. And obviously, you know, he takes on commissions at conventions when he appears and stuff like that. And I think that's so cool. So good times. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. I hope that gave you a little bit of good old Gary entertainment if you're just listening to it in the background. Fuck yeah. Love you guts. And I'll catch you in the next one.